Hi, everyone. So you want to start healthy keto and you kind of don't know where to start. And that's how I was at first. I've tried keto maybe 5 times and I've lost like maybe 5 pounds and it never worked. So I am here to tell you, and I am living proof that you can actually hack your body, get into what's really going on with your body and tweak the keto diet to fit your lifestyle and to have you lose weight. Our bodies are really like science experiments, and that's how I approach this. Because I'm not an alien. So I know that, it has to work at some point. I just never tapped into exactly what my body needed. So we are here today to start your keto journey and what you need to know for the first 7 days of getting how to get into ketosis and what to follow. Now, for those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Donna Levy. I have been a registered nurse for 38 years. I've helped over 30,000 patients get healthy, get brain healthy, and, just live a great life. And even some of them have even gotten off of their insulin. I've had several people that probably should have never been on insulin. But anyways, let's continue. For the first topic in this video, I want to talk about why you're doing keto. Okay, so there's different plans. So you can follow keto, Mediterranean style, vegan style, lazy man style. There's all kinds of keto. What keto is we're decreasing sugars and we're decreasing our insulin, so that insulin is a hormone that is a fat storing hormone. Every time we eat something, our insulin rises, and guess what? We can't access fat for energy. So people just keep on getting fatter and fatter because our body is trying to hold on to the fat in case we need it, in case there's no food, in case there's a famine, in case we get sick and we can't eat. Our body will use our fat stores to eat. So that's why people are doing keto. Sugar has been found to increase inflammation in our body, and that when our cells are inflamed, that makes our body break down, and then we get the age-related diseases like dementia, which is type 3 diabetes, heart disease, kidney disease. Obesity is now considered a disease. But just by tweaking your diet and tweaking when you eat, it ignites your fat burning stores, and you can absolutely do this. Now, remember, keto is a lifestyle. So it's not a diet where you're going to go on for a month, lose all your weight, and then go back to eating junk food. No, this is a healthy living lifestyle. So you have to at least be committed. Now, you know yourself. So if you need to just say, okay, I'm committed for 7 days and we'll see what happens, that's okay too. You can commit yourself to doing this diet for 7 days. And then when you start feeling great and start burning fat for energy, then maybe you'll want to do it for a month, and then 2 months, and then all of a sudden it becomes your lifestyle, right? So whatever works for you, that's what you need to do. The other thing is that this has to fit into your lifestyle. So if it's your birthday, if it's your 50th anniversary, if your child is getting married and you're going to celebrate, you know that you're probably gonna not eat so clean that day. So that's okay. Just the next day, alter what you're eating. Get real strict for the next 3 days, and then you'll be fat burning again. So don't worry if you get off the bandwagon. Don't worry if you have to take it slow. Some people, like I was like gangbusters. I wanted to help people. So I tried everything. I tried fasting for 20 hours. I tried fasting for 24, 36, 48, 72. I think My longest fast was 90 hours. And it's perfectly healthy. But, and, if you're on medication and stuff, ask your physician always. But if you're a healthy person, we can tweak your system to actually be fat burning and be healthier. So what do you need to start your keto diet? Okay. First of all, mindset. So decide what your goal is, decide why you're doing this, and always remember that there is a little person inside of us that's going to say in our mind, this isn't going to work. You've been on too many diets. Everything always fails. You're eating way too much. You're eating way too little. Oh, you're too skinny. Oh, yeah, you've been on a diet before. All those little voices from not even our own voice, it's somebody else's voice that's recorded in our subconscious mind. So you just need to say, stop, picture a big red stop sign and just get rid of that person. It's just your evil twin that's trying to make you fat again. So, and unhealthy, just because, when we were younger, our parents didn't know any better. Our grandparents didn't know any better. They thought they were helping us by giving us a cookie or, a cake with sugar and all that stuff in it. They really did. And so now we associate that with comfort food. And that is not, it's not true. So we have to rewrite that script in our head and maybe have a cake that looks like your grandmother's cake, but keto, and just say, yeah, I feel so much better when I eat this. And, it reminds me of my grandmother. So there are ways around this. Okay. So when you're starting keto, you need to know what your grocery list should look like. And I am going to put that in the comments. Okay. Also, you have to start reading your labels when you buy things because everything has sugar in it and we're trying to decrease the sugar content, okay? Because we want to decrease our insulin levels. So the sugar, you don't want anything with dextrose, fructose, high fructose corn syrup. That's the worst thing because it gets stored in our fat cells and causes inflammation. I will do another video on those elements. So today, I wanted to introduce to you a little bit of monitoring. I suggest you don't monitor anything for the first 5 days because it's going to take you 5 days to get into ketosis already. So when you do, the cheapest thing to do is going to be your Keto Strips. Can I show that? Yeah, Keto Strips, right? Keto testing strips. You can get this at the pharmacy anywhere. You can get it on Amazon. They don't cost that much. I think these are 90 strips. And do not test yourself first thing in the morning, okay? Test yourself before you eat, unless you're gonna eat breakfast. And see if you have ketones. In the morning, usually our blood sugar is high, so our ketone level will be a little lower. So, but you can just test yourself after about 5 days, I would do it. And see if you're spilling any ketones. And that means that your body is releasing fat stores, especially out of your liver, because your liver has a ton of fat stores in there. We also have fat stores, our regular fat stores under our skin, but also in our muscles too. Then the real way to test yourself is going and to monitor and to see what triggers an insulin spike and what triggers you out of ketosis would be your Keto Mojo Meter. So this is a blood testing meter, Keto Mojo, and I'll put the names in the comment below. And that's usually once a day, okay, that you want to test it and see where you're going, because sometimes when we're doing the urine thing, that's extra ketones. So you could have a very low urine, but you could have a normal range for your blood. So that's why that is a little bit more accurate. You decide what you want to do. It's fine. A lot of people just do urine through their whole time. Now, I will put a plate of the program and the percentages and the calories down there. I also want you to download Carb Manager. It's an app on your phone, and this will keep you honest. The Carb Manager will keep you honest before you eat. Decide what you're going to eat and put it in the Carb Manager. It will calculate all your carbs, your fats, and your proteins, so that you can decide if that's something, if you really want that hamburger meat, do you really want it? Or would you like to have, a huge salad with some cheese? I'm just giving that as an example. Or you might need, if you want to have both, you have a little less of both. So it is going to keep you fabulously honest. Now, I start everybody out on the normal keto regime, which is 5% carbs of your total calorie intake. 5% carbs, okay? 20 to 30% protein, and then it's about 65 to 75% fat, okay? And I'm going to put a plate in the comments so you can see kind of what that looks like. It kind of looks like half of a small plate of vegetables, a quarter fat, and a quarter of the protein. We don't want to have too much protein because protein will increase our insulin levels. We're constantly watching those insulin levels. Now, I follow Dr. Berg. I love him to death. He actually says that we should have anywhere between 5 to 10, depending upon your size, cups of green vegetables a day. So that includes, like, you could have a cup of broccoli and then 4 cups of lettuce and make a great salad out of that, right? So keto now is not no vegetables. It is vegetables. And we need to embrace that because our gut health depends upon it and our vitamins depend upon it. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about the proportions, because if you're postmenopausal or getting towards there, like in your 40s, you're probably insulin resistant. There's something like 95% of the population is insulin resistant. So those numbers are going to be a little bit tweaked, for those insulin resistant people. Then once you've started eating this way for a few days, you have to look at the timing of your food. So we couple the intermittent fasting with this because we're trying to decrease the times we eat, which means that you can get all your calories in like 2 meals, which is great for me because I'd rather eat one big meal with 1,500 calories in it than go through the day and have 2 smaller meals for 750. I mean, I'd rather have a huge meal with a lot of fat and just feel extremely satisfied. So, but everybody's different and everybody's window is different, because unbeknownst to me until lately, I found out that your gut and your digestive system absolutely has its own circadian rhythm. So you know how we know when we're tired? We normally go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. So 9:30 rolls around and you can barely keep your eyes open. Well, it's the same thing with our gut, our intestines. We have this circadian rhythm in our intestinal system. So I know for me, I love to eat at night. So I know that my window of eating is from 5 to about 8 o'clock. And I try to shorten that to 7 because they say that you should really not eat anything within 3 hours of going to bed. Okay. Some people love breakfast. They have to have breakfast. So then maybe your eating window needs to be from 9 to 1. Or, if you're doing a 6-hour window, 9 to 3. If you're doing an 8-hour window, 9 to 5. So you're going to have your calories within that window frame. Okay. And the idea is to kind of shorten that as you get more familiar with keto, as you start losing weight and you want to lose more, then we start tweaking the fasting a bit. Okay. So let me think. Is there anything else? You guys can ask me questions. Ask me anything you want. I will answer you. I'm going to put the percentages in the comments. I will put also the picture of the plate. And and how do you figure out your basal metabolic rate? Just multiply it by 10. So if you're 120 pounds, that's 1,200 calories. So you need to have 1,200 calories just for your cellular energy that's happening in your body. Okay. So, my husband does anywhere between 1,500 calories and 2,000 calories. I have done 48-hour fasts, and before that 48-hour fast, I have eaten up to 4,000 calories. Yeah, and it was great. I did feel a little disgusting after, but I was able to go for 3 days, and I knew I was going and work out and everything, but that was because I had the energy. And we're really meant to eat like that. We're not meant to have breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. We're not meant to eat like that. We are hunters and gatherers. We would eat a lot, we would feast, and then we would famine. And then we'd go and feast again and famine. And that's really how our bodies need up, So if you have any questions, tomorrow will be another episode number 2 on how to do this keto diet. And I'm going to be talking about, what are the good proteins to eat, and maybe how to increase your fat content. Because sometimes some people have been doing this low fat thing, and you really have to wrap your head around eating fat and embracing it. Don't be afraid, because it's wonderful for your brain. It's wonderful for your body. So that's it for today. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.